Good morning, girls. As we are doing chapter conditional constructs in Java, today I am going to tell you what is fall through condition. In switch statement, in each and every case, I told you that there should be break statement. But here you can see in this example code, few of the cases are not having like 1, 2 and 4 and 6. Few of the cases are not having break statement. Few are having, but the few are not having. Okay, earlier I told you that each and every case there should be break statement, so that if the condition, if the value or the value of expression matches to any case, that particular case will get executed, and just after execution of that particular case, the control will come out of the switch because of break jump statement. Break is a jump statement that causes the termination of the current block. Okay, so the program control will come out of the switch if break is there. The matching case will be executed. Suppose this case matches 3, this value matches to CH, then this will get executed, and just because of break you will be coming out of switch. 4, 5, 6 will not get executed. Okay, but if you are not going to write the break, there will be fall through condition. Fall through condition means absence of break, and in the absence of break, what will happen? Each and every case will be executed. Doesn't matter that one condition, the first case is matched, this will get executed, no break is there, then the second will be matched, then third, fourth, fifth and sixth, if break is not there in any case. Okay, if break is not there in case that if that particular case matches with the value, then also rest of the cases will be executed. But there is no need to execute the rest of the cases if one case is matched. The variable will be having one value only. If CH is having 1, 2 cannot be there in CH. Okay, so if CH is having 1, this case should be executed. Fine. So because absence of break statement, fall through condition will happen. The absence of break statement from one or more cases within the switch statement generates fall through situation. In this case, the control falls through all the cases till it finds a break statement. As soon as a break statement appears, the control stops falling. Okay, so this is fall through condition. Break is a jump statement that causes the termination of the current block, and if break is not there in a particular case, if that case matches with the value, that case will get executed, but the next case will be checked, and if the break is there, then you will come out of the switch. Next case will not be matched. Now the next thing is why we use if else if ladder. If you can use if multiple, if you can also use in your program. Suppose if this condition, you can write multiple conditions with multiple if. You can write like this your program if so many conditions are there. Okay, suppose the day name program. If n double equals to 1, SOPLN Sunday. If n double equals to 2, SOPLN Monday. We can do like this also. Okay, the program we have done with switch. But in this case, the execution will take much time. Why? In this case, each and every if will get executed. If you have written so many conditions using if statement, this will be checked. If this is true, then also this will be checked. Then also this will be checked. Okay, all are written there, all will be checked. Fine. But if you are using if else if ladder, you are using else also with if. So if this one is true, then this part will get executed. Else if this one is not true, then only this will be checked, and if this one is also not true, then the next will be checked. Okay, in this case all the if will get executed. Okay, doesn't matter that whether the first condition is true or false, this will be executed, after that this will be executed, then this will be executed. And in case of if else if ladder, what will happen? If this one is true, this will not get executed. Okay, in case of switch variable or expression will be here. Now in case of if, you can use multiple conditions with if and